fucking fight.
Oh.
Let's go to war.
Well, we lit this morning. We lit this morning. Polynesian style. Y'all ask me who the most lit coach out here. Well, you just got your answer.
Welcome to South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida, the bottom of the clip of the Gunshine State. One of them boys still bowling in that way. Big plate, get it for the 18 if you straight. Get K and stop hating, it's the motto of the state. A lot of face, but it's still real around here. That foreign talk, that can get you.
So listen, man, this is Don Belly Bubble Jr. We out here at the Green Tree, early Monday morning. I just wanted to tell you that Louisville, you still suck. How about that? Let's go, man. It's Monday morning, man. We back out here at the University line. It's first scrimmage. Focusing on looking at this D line. Well, first we got out here. This is. I want to get a real good look at Big Darryl Jackson. You know what I'm saying? We're here in the D line has made up a lot of grounds. I want to put my money in on Mesidor. I think Mesidor will eventually lead us in stacks, but the one that's coming up is Najee Kelly. Najee Kelly name is being mentioned a lot. There's his counterpart, Cyrus Moss, out of Vegas, who we believe one day will be our future at defensive end, him and Najee Kelly. But Najee Kelly may be our present. Kid is special. Talked to his mom, and his mom just looked at me and said, I told y'all, my son was #1 DB, #1 defensive end in the nation. She said, I tried to tell y'all. Well, the way he's coming off the edge now, she might have a point. Last year's defensive class in South Florida was off the charts with Shamar, Najee. Then we had the kid out of American Heritage. Put his name in the comment section. I know y'all know who I'm talking about. We had Keanu Jackson out of Chaminade, off the charts. And we landed Najee and was really, really close to landing Shamar Stewart. But it seems as if we got us one. A baller. Great baller. Out of Dillard High. He's a Panther. Najee Kelly with the great Jason Taylor right next to him. They couldn't have went any better. Wherever he at, I don't see him. We're looking at Big Darryl Jackson out of Maryland. First scrimmage went down Saturday night, and we're hearing that the D-line is really deep. What you heard about the D-line?
Yeah, it's deep. 2 deep, 3 deep, actually 3 deep. You got 1A, 1B, then you can actually go 1C. Because we brought in, I think, like 5 defensive lineman transfers.
Yeah.
Included with the freshmen, and they're gonna rotate.
Right.
So that's why you say 1A, 1B, 1C. It'll be a rotation.
Right.
Nobody's really going to start like the whole game.
So that's playing by how many bodies?
Up to 9 to 10.
9 to 10?
Yeah.
When you look at Leonard Taylor, man, Leonard Taylor you're right. Leonard Taylor has put on a lot of muscle. Like, there's not a lot of fat on Leonard Taylor.
Like he got zero body fat.
Right. And to be like that, you just have to be super strong. If you're not super heavy in the middle, like Donald from the Rams. Now, if you look at Leonard Taylor's body, look at his calves, look at his legs. That's one thing I noticed when I went and picked him up that morning, and we did the interview with him. How massive his legs was. A lot of that's genetics, right, bro? A lot of that's from your daddy, from your mama.
Genetics, and then, you know, they brought in the right strength and conditioning trainer, man, who got his body in shape for football.
Right.
You know, the way he plays, he's not one that's going to carry a whole lot of weight.
Taylor?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, him that 300, 290 weight is good for him.
But he just has to stay in the way. He has to be extra strong. Like,
I think, you know, Leonard Taylor's game is he's strong and he's faster than the offensive line.
how much you think he weighs?
He's between 293.
Yeah. And that's big Coach Sal. Big Coach Sal was lit out here, man.
Joe.
Coach lit out here, man. Coach Bubby had his double shot of coffee this morning, man. The cafe leche, his macchiato, his espresso, his Cuban coffee. Colada. Coach had his colada this morning. All right, so listen. So we're looking at warm-ups, man. Monday morning, we're looking at warm-ups. Like we said, we just had a scrimmage Saturday. Heard a lot of information out there about the scrimmages. You're in the members section, man. Lots of things to read, lots of information to read about the scrimmages. A couple people went down in the scrimmages. We heard Isaiah Horton went down. We heard Cam Kitchens caught an interception. Bittersweet got dinged up. His foot, but that's negative. So Cam Kitchens' foot is negative. We heard Citizen took a fall, which may be serious. We're gonna sit back on that one and wait, but that one may be serious. We heard Horton was in a lot of pain when he went down. And we'll see if we see any of these guys out here. We'll see if we see any of these guys out here.
Slide behind you.
As far as injuries, that's all I remember hearing. Also, starters at cornerback was Dunson and Couch. So the word is nobody that didn't play spring, nobody that participated in spring started in the first scrimmage. That's the word. Nobody that participated in spring started in the first scrimmage. So that's why some of these names that you guys are like, no, that can't be. Well, they've been here the whole time and they got credit for putting in the work. Other guys maybe was injured, getting repaired. Yeah, so you can stop.
That seems like he gets some weight on him.
Yeah. So nobody who played in the spring, nobody who participated in the spring. If you didn't participate in the spring, you didn't start in that scrimmage. They're gonna have another scrimmage Saturday, probably too, right? Probably have another scrimmage Saturday. Now let's get on. Talk a little bit of recruiting, man. Louisville has been down here dancing in the middle of Miami doing the Cabbage Patch the last few weeks. For years? You say for years?
Since Charlie Strong.
They picked up Stanquan Clark, linebacker, and they also picked up
got Atkins, the quarterback from at the West. They got William Fowles.
They got William Fowles. They got the quarterback from the West, and they got Stanquan. Stanquan said it is the 305. What do you mean by that? Sitting in the barber chair, like what was he talking about? He's trying to say it's a lot of 305 players up there. Yeah. I wouldn't agree on my little homie Stanquan with that one. But Louisville has been dancing. Shout out to Susan. But Louisville has been dancing down here in Miami the last couple of weeks. But one thing Louisville also did is Dillard wide receiver Mortimer was committed to Louisville. He decommitted on signing day. It was a big deal. Left Florida State. Said he was going to Louisville. Got into a little trouble after school. Louisville said, hey, listen, man, we got you. You just got to do this, X, Y, Z, blah, 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 blah. It's looking like Louisville is going to let Mortimer in. And they waited to the point where he can't do anything but what now? Prep school or JUCO right now?
Yeah, if he don't get in by, I forget the date. But
you got a date to get in by? Right.
For academics.
Okay.
So if you don't get in, then it's like, there's no point.
Right. So right. That's right. It's not looking good for Mortimer. And I say to Louisville on that note, or to any college that want to do that to a kid, it's foul. That's what I'm saying. It's foul. These kids work really hard to get to a point where they can get a college scholarship. Some of them is the only one in their family ever went to college, and I think it's foul. So you can try to mask it with our big homie fouls and stand corncock all you want, but I think it's foul on Louisville behalf.
They might get man too.
So listen, yeah. So Louisville, who in the future, 2023 is when we're going to start the new for ACC. When would they start the new? 2024. Louisville will be one of the 4 teams the University of Miami will be playing. Louisville seem to be one of the teams that jumped out there in the NIL really fast, just like the University of Miami. Long as Miami's in the ACC, the Louisville thing it's going to be a head-to-head battle. So them coming down here and actually taking a few kids from down here. I thought William Fowles. Well, I know William Fowles could play anywhere in college football. So them landing William Fowles is a great get for them, and a kind of a head-scratching loss for us.
But I say it's a loss because the staff, they still evaluate. You know what I'm saying? They still evaluate. I think he sticks with Louisville, but they they watching him. They want to see him play against better competition.
Who, Fowles?
Yeah, obviously.
Well, I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you I don't need to see him play against anybody. You know what I'm saying? All they had to do is ask me, and I would holler at him and let him know Fowles is that guy. No, but pertaining to Louisville almost had Ray Ray. They went after Ray Ray really hard. So that head-to-head between Miami and Louisville has definitely started. Miami has some issues. Miami courted one of their offensive linemen that came down here. What was his name? Came down here for the visit.
Oh, the Matter kid, and he was trying to recruit for them.
Yeah, he came down here and wanted to throw up L's in Miami pitchers and stuff. And so, yeah, the Louisville-Miami thing has started. But it's early in the recruiting process. You know what I'm saying? It's really early in the recruiting process. And it's going to be the Wild Wild West. Now, far as wide receivers, they have, 3, right?
Got 2.
2. So you think we take how many?
Ray and
Robbie Washington. And Robbie Washington.
Probably take one more, which they going hard for Dickey.
So they're going really hard for Darian Dickey. And he's saying he's committed to a school, right? But he's not playing for Mater Dei anymore. So trying to figure out where he's going, you know?
Well, rumors are they was trying to get him over there to
IMG. I heard IMG. I heard I reached out to my people over there with the Ducks who he actually played for. They mentioned Maryland, which is where St. Francis is. I'm not sure if
the other big powerhouse.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if St. Francis is still running on that list because I think the coach gave it up. You got Mr. Don Bailey Jr. Oh, you think we've been with the Canes, 40 years? We've been here for 40 years. The voice of the Miami Hurricanes, most positive guys you'll ever find with a Cane logo walk around on their shirt. But back to some recruitment. So Darian, who's not out here? Horton, Citizen? Who's missing? Who else?
That's the only one I see missing.
Just them 2?
I'm looking for the third, but I can't.
You saw Cam pictures?
Cam over there.
Both
Good.
Horton and I are not out here.
Yeah. Okay.
If you see third, tell me because I'm looking. I mean, Zion's not out here yet. At least I didn't see him.
Okay. All right. So 3 wide receivers. One of the wide receivers is Robbie Washington and his brother Bobby Washington. People were thinking that we were hearing that Bobby Washington may. Yes.
By the way,
shout out to Susan.
Is it is it a hyperextended knee? That's what I saw on the
I didn't hear any details on it.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything. That guy knows everything. Ask him. Ask Gabby. So, yeah, we hearing Bobby and Robbie Washington may flirt with decommit. We was hearing that the information was out there. I think a lot has to do with, hey, we're committed and we see NIL deals being handed out. How do we put the thing in reverse and be a part of that? X says it's not true. He said he talked to...
Yeah, I spoke with on Saturday, so...
Spoke with the dad?
Not with the dad.
Okay, X says it's not true. He reached out to some people we know, maybe the source, and Robbie Washington and Bobby Washington are locked in as of today. Right now, look at your calendar, August the 15th. As of right now, they're locked in, but I only totally understand what they're saying. taking a look at the wide receivers, and we don't have an Isaiah Horton out here. No Isaiah Horton. He's one that we hear go down. A minute ago we were looking at Frank Latson's footwork, and it was brought up that it was questioned, did he take off a little slow? And then 3 minutes later, Gasson yells, "God damn it, Frank, your footwork sucks," or "Your footwork's kiss his ass," or "You got dick for footwork." He said something, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't really a fan of Frank's footwork. The Clemson transfer. So we're gonna follow up on Frank's footwork in the later conversation. Practice today, man. Once again, youth team. We got Moore Park Hurricanes out here at practice. Moore Park out of the end of the city, man. One of the smaller youth programs. Last time we had a lot of Lakes Vikings that were out here last week. So we see in the youth parks coming to get involved and trying to be a part of what the Canes are doing really slowly. Want to get connected to the youth? They just got to holler at us, right? We are the connection to the youth. Yeah, we had this thing jumping. It looked like a youth Goombay out here. Shout out to X. So back to recruiting. So 2 wide receivers committed. Looking at a third. It was said that William Files was maybe asked to hold off, and William Files punched his ticket. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Business.
It's smart for him, you know, because he keeps holding on. What if Louisville says we don't got that spot for you no more?
Yeah. No.
Now he's scrambling around trying to figure out where he gonna go. You know
a bird in the hand is better than a slingshot, and a potential bird, whatever the saying is. All right, so a good look. One we do see out here is Cam Kitchens. Cam Kitchens was negative, and he's back out here running in a white jersey. If we could, right there, in a white jersey, no red jersey. So we good on Cam Kitchens. Like I say, these scrimmages. I mean, one of the main things is to leave these scrimmages. Leave these scrimmages healthy. Now, yesterday, Jaden Bunsu. Jaden Bunsu was once locked in with us, ex-FOFA folded, and we actually lost him. Ex-FOFA folded up, and we actually lost him. He pushed back his commitment, which he ended up committing yesterday to the Ohio State. Alabama took Ohio State's safety that they had in the fold. Don't have his name in front of me. Which is a trickle-down effect, which made them go harder after Jaden Bunsu. Listen, if you think these schools that's been running college football for the last 20 years are just going to lay down and let Miami and John Ruiz jump in and own recruiting, they're not. They're not going to go away silently. It's going to be a fight. They have guys, they have recruiters, they have NILs. Monday morning, man, Caneville, IOD Squad, Investors Guys. If you want to become a member, is in the description down there. We out.
It's gonna take 3 motherfucking days, and that's what?